What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dancing Windows. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you are having a wonderful day today. And if not, I hope that in this moment right now that you decide that you choose something different because you do have a choice. And if you want to have a good day or a good moment or a favorable moment or unfavorable moment. So I hope that you decide in this moment, I want something different and actively work towards it. So, welcome. Today, the topic is dance. Obviously, right? So today's topic, I am discussing um, bans on dancing. I found out, right, that people didn't want you out here dancing. They didn't want you out here dancing. There are laws against dancing in public. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So in my research, I found that there are several places that make it illegal for you to dance. Um, and so the place I'm going to speak on today is Arkansas. Right, Arkansas. Arkansas had right because they got rid of the law. Arkansas had a law against dancing in the public on Sundays, and the public or the community called it Footloose. Those of you who don't know what Footloose is a movie that was released in 1984 based on, and actually the movie was based on real events. So the movie is based in Oklahoma, where there was a small town that made it illegal to dance. It was dancing and listening to rock music. Um, so that was put in place, and a guy from the city of Chicago came in and was like pushed to get rid of this law so that him and his classmates can have a dance, and so they can dance at their prom, right? Like I said, because they couldn't dance. So, and eventually it was lifted and all of that great stuff. And even that was just that law was put into place based on fear, because there was a situation that happened to one of the some kids died basically, and one of the pastors who was one of the leading leaders in that community, his son was killed. And so out of that situation, they made it illegal to dance, to protect the teens. So yeah. So Arkansas, and actually in the movie, Arkansas was mentioned. It mentioned Kansas and Arkansas, saying that these states had similar laws in place, which is true. So here in Arkansas, um, in Fort Smith, Arkansas, in 1953, there was a law put in place by the mayor, H.R. Heston. Heston is I hope I'm saying that right. Put a law into place saying that on Sundays you could not dance publicly, amongst other things. So um, yes, so you could not dance on Sundays in public. Any dance halls they could not be in operation on Sundays, amongst other places. So this was considered a blue law, and blue laws were put into place strictly to prevent certain activities to take place on Sunday. So this was one of those laws that got put into place. Um, And so that law stayed active for 65 years. Now, luckily, no one was ever arrested or ticketed for this activity. Um, the most they would get was like a fine or something, but not like actually go to jail, get arrested, and it'd be a whole deal. And so what actually happened is the city director, Andre Good, was informed of the law because he had no awareness of it. So he was informed of this law, and so he had it lifted. He had it lifted. And so his thing was, if you don't want to dance, fine, but let people basically live. This is not quoted, right? This is me, my own version of what he said. Basically, if you don't want to dance, that's fine, but let people, if people want to dance, let them dance. And so in 2018 is when, July actually of 2018 is when that law was removed. So this July would make 7 years since that's been lifted. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? In 1953, they was like, nah, y'all can't dance on Sundays, along with other things. Um, Certain establishments couldn't be in operation because they wanted there to be, I forgot how it was worded exactly, but they wanted a collective a collective day of rest, and so that's part of what that was. So yeah, back in 2018, this city director pushed for this law to be removed, and he started to work on other laws that were not relevant. So yeah, that's one of the states. My next video will be on another state that that has a ban on dancing. So and like I said, I will do a part 2 to this because I'm still trying to figure out why. Because one of the things I saw was that this was urgent. Like, it said this was an urgent signing. Why was this so urgent? I don't know. So that is something I'm still looking into. I will do a part 2 when I figure out what the urgency was and really why this was put into place. So that is that. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Do your thing in the comments.